I'm Jaimee Borger with At Your Library. Today we are at the main library in Frisco with Jenny Hammock from High Country Conservation Center. Welcome, Jenny. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
We're here today because of the seed library here at the main library. Tell us, where did the idea for the seed library come from?
Yeah, so the seed library, saving seed is an ancient practice. It's the tradition of essentially growing the proper genetics for your microclimate. So the idea of the seed library came, there's a number of other ones out in the rest of the country. So the idea came that we needed to grow specific plants that were suitable for our Summit County climate.
And so last year we had about how many families and people that had a library card check out the seeds?
So 695 people checked out seeds
last
year.
Okay,
Yeah,
and so then they harvested their seeds and brought them back?
Correct. They returned their seeds to High Country Conservation Center. So most of the seeds that we have this year were grown here in Summit County, or they were donated from a number of organic seed companies.
Okay, and what do patrons do when they come to the library?
So you go through the library here, you pick out your 5 seed packets that you'd like. You can take them up to the librarian. She'll have you fill out a little bit of information, and then you check them out, grow them to seed, and return them to HC3 at the end of the season.
And each seed packet has directions, and also they're labeled just like the mountains are. Explain that to us.
Correct. So each seed packet has, they have instructions on how to grow the seed, how long it takes to harvest, but in addition we have sort of our little ski symbols. So the symbols indicate how easy it is to grow to seed, not how easy it is to grow the plant. So green is easiest to grow to seed, blue is a little more intermediate, and then black is the most difficult to grow to seed.
And we have a great combination of all three so that whatever someone thinks that they can handle at their house.
Correct.
And usually, what are our local residents, where are they growing the seeds?
A lot of our residents grow here in one of our 5 community gardens. We do have a lot of residents that grow at their own home gardens and containers as well.
And are there still vacancies for the community gardens?
There are a few vacancies still for the community garden plots. So
and what do you need to do that?
You can go to summitgardennetwork.org and click on Get Involved to fill out an application to get a plot.
Okay, and then are those share plots, or does more than one family do that?
Typically it's one person per plot, but there are a number of people that do share a plot. There is a fee associated with the plot, so it makes it a little bit easier when people pay that fee together.
And when does our season start in Summit County and when does it end?
So typically the growing season starts around May 1st to 15th. It's always dependent on the snow, but it can go as late as the end of October sometimes too.
And also depending on the seeds, also, as I assume some of the seeds have a longer harvest time than some of the others do, or some of the plants, I should say, have a longer harvest time.
Correct, yeah. We recommend that you plant your seeds before June in order to be able to have that good seed harvest before the end of the season. But you can check your seeds out as late as you want, especially if you're growing inside or in a container at your house. Typically you can grow those a little bit later.
And I understand that the High Country Conservation Center is going to be doing some classes upcoming this spring.
Correct. We have a number of gardening workshops that we give. We also give a few informational workshops on how to grow to seed. So we have those coming up, so just stay tuned to our website.
And what is that website URL?
It's highcountryconservation.org.
Okay, and then right now people can come into the library during the normal library hours. We have a carrel set up that you can walk over to. It has the step-by-step as to what to do. And then each family can check out, or each person can check out 5 seed packets.
Correct. Each library card can check out
up
to 5 seed packets. So yeah, so if a couple come in and they both have a library card, you can check up to 10 packets out.
Okay, and then after they're done, they need to bring the seeds that they've harvested back to the center.
Correct, yeah. If you bring it back to High Country Conservation Center, we can then divide it up into these neat packets that we can put back into the library for the next season.
Okay, is there anything else that we haven't covered about the wonderful seed library here in Summit County?
No, that we're starting to cultivate these plants that are really suited for our environment. So it's really exciting. The more years that we keep this program going, the better genetics we'll have for this season.
Because these seeds are being raised here, and so therefore they germinate germinate better here and more easier to harvest as well.
Correct. Maybe even one day we'll have a Frisco tomato. Who knows?
Oh my heavens!
Yeah.
Which we can get in August probably,
Exactly.
or
Yeah.
October.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me, Jaimee.